Good day to all of you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. So, good day to all of you. Actually, dapat nga mayroon akong balak na matulog ngayon. But since we have a new content where we're going to react something here, we're going to present the case here where itatalakay talaga natin why we are convinced that the ease of the Quran was not really existed, that this version of Jesus is not the same Jesus who lived on the first century. If you still remember, we have discussed this in maybe 2 times. Nagpresent tayo ng mga evidence kung saan pinakita po natin na ang Jesus ng Biblia ay ang talagang historical na Jesus na nabuhay ng first century, while the Isa of the Quran hindi talaga nag-exist at lang hindi siya yung Jesus na nailahad o nabuhay noong first century. But despite of that, actually ayoko sanang mag-react dito. But for the first time, we have a visitor right now. A Muslim named Mr. Warley. Ngayon, meron siyang isang page, a group page to, no? Ng pangalan, Saving Jesus from Cultic Apologists. I don't know if he was talking about the version of Jesus whom he believed, or it was talking about the Isa of the Quran whom he believed, or whatever. So, ang titignan natin ngayon ay yung kanyang mga argumento na kung saan titignan natin kung talaga bang sinagot niya ang aking challenge na magpakita ng evidence na yung Isa ng Quran ay talagang nag-exist, o baka naman you know what I mean. So then, let's play the said clip, and I guess mukhang abot tayo ng mga 1 hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, if he was watching us right now, nawa, panoorin din niya itong magiging tugon natin. So, let's start. And by the way, wala na siyang excuse. He already made this video like this. Mukhang okay naman. Kasi, ito background 101. I always give him a challenge for a live dialogue. Pero puro siya excuses However, since he already made this video, wala na po siyang excuse. So anyway.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sa mga pagpalang pagbati sa mga kapatid natin sa pananampalataya sa Islam at sa mga kapatid natin sa sangkakristyanuhan. Inaanyayahan ko po kayo sa panonood dito sa aking video o dito sa aking YouTube channel. Patungkol po ito sa mga pagsagot, pagtugon sa mga paksaan ibinabato sa atin sa Islam. Sa katunayan, meron din po tayong page na ang tawag natin Saving Jesus at Cultic Apologies sa Facebook.
However, I think dapat ang pangalan niyan, Saving Isa from Constructive Criticism. Why? Malalaman niyo po kung bakit.
Ito po ay isang pamamaraan upang masagot natin, inanyahan ang ating mga kapatid na Kristiyano na tumutulig sa Islam upang pag-usapan at pag-aralan ang mga paksang nagiging daan ng pagsira sa Islam o yung mga negatibong mga binabato. So,
wait, really? Or do you even dare to read the Muslim sources? But anyway, let's continue.
Ako po ay hindi isang scholar o yung masasabi pong nakapag-aral ng formal sa pananampalatayang Islam.
And yet he proclaimed that he could answer my questions, my challenges, my arguments. But let us see. Okay, let's take it for granted.
Po ay isa pa rin pong estudyante, nag-aaral, naikinig at nagbabahagi ng mga natututunan. So, sa madaling salita, hindi po ako nag-aangkin na ako ay may sapat na titulo bilang tawaging scholar o isa pa mang maging sa Kristyanismo ay isang pastor. Ako po ay isang masugid na nag-aaral, nagsasaliksik at nagbabahagi ng aking mga natututunan. Kung sakaling po may pagtutuwid, pagkakamali, handa ko po itong tanggapin at linayin at depensahan kung kinakailangan. So, sana po ay maunawaan ninyo na ginawa ko po ang page na ito sa Facebook, gayon na rin po ang channel na ito sa YouTube, upang sagutin ang mga bagay-bagay na sa tingin natin ay kailangan magkaroon ng liwanag at ng pag-expose sa mga mapanirang mga pagbatikos sa Islam.
Excuse me, iba po yung pagbabatikos sa pag-expose ng false teachings. Iba po yun. When it comes on the so-called paninira, yun ang walang basihan. Kung tungkol naman sa constructive criticism, like for example, reading some passages from hadith or whatever, na basta may evidence, yun ang constructive criticism. Anyway, let's continue.
Gamit lamang po ang pamumulot kung saan-saan ng mga pag-atake na ito na hindi po mapapatunayan ng anumang basihan.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Simulan ko po ang lahat ng ito nung ako po ay bago pa lamang po sa Facebook at nag-join sa mga discussion, debate. Meron po isang nagangalan na siya po ay identify na isang oposisyon, isang tumutuligsa, at ang sino mang makakapakinig po sa kanyang mga pag-atake sa Islam, hindi mo po siya mababahiran ng pagkilala bilang isang nagsasaliksik sa Islam. Bagkus andun po yung hatred, yung pagiging sarcasm.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Warley? Is this your reason why you made this kind of page? I don't know for sure, Mr. Warley, but yan pa lang sa simula ng iyong, let's say, maalaala mo kaya na story. Well, you're not really dealing with the main point. You're just telling the story. And then, by the way, to those who are listening right now, I still remember that this man that I had discussed, maybe matagal na ito matagal na. Actually, he was not really presenting any evidence on his belief. What he did here is he was just attacking Christianity. So if I will use this kind of argument that he was making here, so he has this kind of hatred against Christianity. Pero pagpatuloy pa natin.
At saka yung pagiging, alam niyo na po ba yung parang self-righteous?
Hey, if you will make another video like this, you're not really defending your own belief. Ad hominem, point 1.
Sinusubukan ko na po ito sa page nila na makipagdebate, makipagtalakayan.
Even though he even don't know how to discuss in a reasonable way.
May magic, ito button na pagka hindi konsonado yung sagot mo, sisipain ka, imamute ka. At ang nakakatuwa pa dito, kaya po siya nagiging self-righteous. Siya na po ang kadebate natin. Siya pa ang tumatayong admin, moderator. So, paano po natin sasabihin hindi bias yun?
Huh? Are you listening to yourself? Eh dito pa nga lang, hindi ka na marunong talaga na magbigay ng reasons why you think that the Isa of the Quran really exists. Actually, well, let's face it. let's face it. I just watched his arguments maybe 5 or 6 hours ago, and I was just thinking, is this all he can do? Is this all he can do? Well, wag po tayong magtaka na there are times talaga na minsan you need to erase something which is not important. Kasi it does not even prove his point here. Actually, almost buong video niya rito, puro personal attacks na lang eh. How could I assure na talagang nakapagbigay siya ng evidence concerning to this if most of his attacks puro sa akin. Hindi naman talaga about, it's not about the argument at all. It's all about his attacks against me for no reason. Pero sige, tuloy natin.
Na one-on-one debate.
Medyo shortcut natin.
Kasi nga po, imbis na magkaroon ng bias na patas na moderator admin, kinulog.
Ay, nako. You know what? This kind of alam nyo, parang ganito lang yan eh. Nagkwento lang siya. He was just telling the story na, kasi ito dati kasi yung moderator na ganito, o bias yan, o nabubura ng comment, whatever, or lalala. Hindi naman yung focus natin yan eh. If you're listening, what I told you before, debunk the arguments that I gave. That's it. But what you did here is you are just attacking someone personally, whatever. You're not even dealing with the main argument that I gave. Tingnan natin kung meron pa siyang matibay na argument na pwede niyang i-present.
May rules. Masisilo ka niya, gagawa niya ng content. So, sa pamamagitan po ng video na ito, titingnan naman po natin kung sino po ang nasilo natin. O sino yung nahuli natin na i-expose doon niya po ako eh.
I'm exposing the argument, not you. I already know your tactic when it comes on discussion. But for those who are watching to us right now, whether you're a Christian, an atheist, or a Muslim, here's my question. Ganyan ba yung way on how to defend your own belief? But what you are doing to defend your belief is just to make some sort of make-believe stories. Hindi po issue yung tungkol sa group or whatever. I'm not talking about that, my friends. We are talking about the arguments here. What he has done here on the first minutes here. Oh gosh, he was just, I don't know. Wala na, wait lang.
Laban sa Islam. So, naging interesante lang po ako dun sa huling paksa niya na gusto niya maging paksa sa debate sa isa nating kapatid sa pananampalatayang Islam na hindi naman nag-work kasi nga hindi po siya nakipag-communicate ng maayos. So ngayon gumagawa niya siya ng sariling atake para sabihin na wala raw kumakagat sa challenge niya. Ang challenge niya raw po ay yung tungkol sa yung historical isa raw ng Quran ay hindi credible, non-existence, at saka ang tawag nito, kinupi lang daw sa Biblia.
I don't claim like that. Na mamaya ililinaw natin mismo sa kanya at sa mga Muslim friends na nakikinig sa atin. Anyway, concerning dun sa dialogue na supposedly with Mr. Sanchez, actually, nag-agree na kami. It's already on set. kakausapin ko pa lamang yung dating naging moderator no ng dialogue namin with Mr. Domer last year, na si Sir Jordan ng Christian Worldview Project ang magiging moderator namin. So yung kanyang pinagsasabi dito, mukhang maybe hindi siya updated. But anyway, tuloy natin.
Puro out of context daw. Ibig sabihin, parang pinapalabas niya kasi ang paksa niya, Quran na ito daw ay...
excuse me. I'm not talking about the Quran only. I'm talking about the historicity of the said figure, kung yung bang figure na yun ay nag-exist o hindi. But here, he was just confusing his own language here.
Hindi reliable. Hindi mapapatunayan na yung isa ay historical figure. Hindi ko alam kung ano ibig sabihin historical figure.
Okay. Quick point 101. I'm talking about someone who lived on the 1st century whose name was Yeshua in Hebrew or Aramaic. Yung bang isa na yan ay nabuhay ba talaga noong 1st century? We are talking about historical records here. We are talking about if there is some evidence outside the Bible or outside the Quran na itong figure na to, whose name was Jesus of Nazareth, really lived on the 1st century, and if this Jesus of Nazareth is the Jesus of the Bible or the Isa of the Quran. That's my point here. Anyway.
Tapos pinapalabas niya na para maproblema ba yung Quran, ito raw si Propeta Muhammad, peace be upon him, ay nangupi, namulot.
Which is in reality, yun talagang nangyari. If Muhammad is the author of the said book, which is the name Quran, kaya siguro doon sa isang passage sa Quran, I don't know kung saan passage yun, I hope mahanap ko yun, na kung saan sinasabi na siya raw ay all ears. Bakit? Kasi kung anong naririnig niya, yun tinatanggap niya, and naging bahagi pa yun ng Quran. Well, for more info, pakipanood na lamang yung video ni Dr. Wood na may kinalaman sa katotohanan ukol sa Hajj. And sorry for that kung meron kayo narinig na tahol ng aso. But anyway, without further ado, sige, tuloy natin.
Pero pa siya sinasabi na alam mo gumagawa siya ng kwento sa malingan.
Where's the word lie here? Nasaan yun? You're always saying na paulit-ulit. Actually, paulit-ulit ka na namin sa iyong sinasabi na hindi, nagsisinungaling siya or whatever. Present evidence here, hindi yung puro ganyan. Actually, the whole video that you had already made, yung sinasabi mong part 1, it's already considered to be a trash. Why? You are not really proper refuting any argument that I gave. You're not doing it well. What you have done in the entire video is to make personal attacks. That's all you can do.
Para lang daw mapatotohanan, makakreate ng isa sa Quran. Yung mga apologies daw natin na mangulot sa mga pahayag sa Biblia na out of context. Which is,
yan naman ang totoo eh. Yan naman talagang totoo. Pansinin nyo mga kaibigan. When it comes on claim that Jesus is not God, and then they'll connect it to the, halimbawa, from the Quran, they will read something like Surah chapter 19, and then pupunta sila sa Bible concerning the Bible passages about the humanity of Jesus, which is, we even believe in that. Without even dealing in the proper context of it, they will go on to say Jesus is not God, and then so, wala na. Sorry but that's the reality concerning to it. But here's the question. Did you even dare to refute anything in my presentation? Anyway.
Teka muna. Quran ang sinasabi mo, alam naman natin ang Kristyanismo, alam nila na binabatikos nila na claim lang ni Prophet Muhammad yung Quran. So, kung sinasabi mo Quran ay lumikha ng not historical figure na yung isa na sinasabi mo, tapos ngayon makakalabas yung mga nagkakapos sa Bible. Magulo kang kausap.
Actually, ikaw po yung magulong kausap. What is my point here? The Isa of the Quran is not based on historical Jesus who lived in the 1st century. Rather, it was pointing out from the wishful thinking and imagination of a 7th century Arabian caravan trader who claimed to be prophet. That's my point here. Ano magulong kausap?
Kasi, sabi mo, hindi reliable ang isa ng Quran.
Opo, kasi nga, walang historical evidence na nagpapatunay dyan.
Kasi kinopia lang sa Bible na.
Tanungin mo dyan ang iyong propeta. Naka-record dyan sa hadith ninyo.
Out of context pa.
Dahil yun naman ang talagang totoo na ginagawa ng mga Muslim apologists.
So kung kinopia na yun ay pinaparatangan mong galing sa Biblia,
I'm not accusing here. I'm just presenting those evidence. Mamaya papakita ko.
kasasabihin mo yun ng historical figure.
Kasi nga, wala namang isa ng Quran na nag-exist noong 1st century. Yung isa na kinikilala nyo, invento lamang yan noong 7th century. That Isa is false Jesus.
Wala ka sa tamang hulog para sabihin na hindi historical figure kasi may kinopia. Diba?
We are talking about historical accounts here. Ano yan? Yan ba yung pinaka-the best na refutation sa mga arguments ko? Really? Are you sure?
Ngayon, magulo talaga yung tema mo.
Hindi sa akin yung magulong tema. Nalilito ka lang sa sinasabi mo, kapatid. Why? Kasi ang linaw naman yung points ko dyan. Number 1, yung isa ng Quran, wala naman talagang existence yan eh. Bagkus siya ay bunga ng imahinasyon ng 7th century Arabian caravan trader na nagproklama na siya raw ay propeta, nakarinig lamang ng sabi-sabi ng mga tao nung time niya, kasama na yung mga apocryphal stories, fables, fairy tales, you name it, na mamaya papakitan natin. But what he did here, he went on to say, hindi, sinungaling kasi yan, whatever, blah blah blah. You're not dealing with the main argument at all. You're just only, you know what I mean.
Dahil pag sinabi mo historical figure, parang yung sa atin may nabalitaan tayo na mayroon palang isang scientist.
Ay, nako. We need go on to another one here. Kasi ang ginagawa lamang niya, parang gusto niya ako pang i-lecture niya, whatever. Which is, it is very funny at all. Hindi siya ganun kaseryo, hindi seryoso yung kanyang points dito. Sa totoo lang. Ito. Dito tayo. Alright. Kasi tignan nyo, sa pagsasabi niya na sinungaling daw ako, sa pagsasabi niya ng kung ano-ano, like, daming, whatever it was, magulo daw ako mag-present, ano pa, tapos sabi niya pa na ako yung tuturuan niya, whatever. Kaso ang problema doon, mukhang sa kanya yata mapapasa uli yun. Why? Kasi first and foremost, he was not really dealing with my arguments here. Basta, yun lang, nag-assume siya na magulo daw yung aking presentation. Even though I already presented 3 points here. Number 1, ano ba yung paniniwala ng mga kaibigan natin Muslim concerning to Isa? Pangalawa, bakit ang Isa ng Quran ay hindi naman talaga nag-exist? At pangatlo, ano yung mga ebidensya na nagpapatunay na ang Jesus ng Bible talaga ay ang tunay na Jesus na nag-exist noong 1st century? That's my point here. Ito. Gusto kong i-pinpoint ng mga punto niya dahil siyempre time is fleeting. At saka, if the Lord wills, kasama natin iba pa mga Christian apologists na mag-examine din sa kanyang mga sinabi. But anyway, tingnan nyo ang punto niya kasi, kung marunong daw ako sa mga historical evidence, ito daw yung challenge siya sa akin. Napatunayan ko daw na nakapagbasa ng ibang book si Muhammad o nakapagsulat. Kaso, actually yung burden of proof ay kay Mr. Wardy. Bakit? Because according to what they believe concerning to Muhammad is not I mean, Muhammad is illiterate. Hindi raw siya nakakapagbasa, hindi raw siya nakakapagsulat. Pero ngayon sabi niya, na dapat ako daw nagpatunay, whatever. Kaso ang problema sa kanya yung burden of proof, yung objection na ibinigay sa akin, mukhang sa kanya pa rin niya ito babalik. Patunayan niya yun. Hindi ako. At saka bukod pa daw, patunayan daw na out of context ang pag-present ng mga Muslim apologists. Totoo. You want to have an evidence for this? Listen to this, my friends. When they come on that point that Jesus was just a prophet according to what their religion teaches, maghanap sila ng mga passage na nababanggit na si Jesus ay propeta, si Jesus ay propeta, si Jesus ay propeta, which we even believe in that. Kaso, iba yung pagkapropeta ng biblical point of view kumpara sa pagkapropeta when it comes on Quranic point of view. Bakit? Dito pa lang, puro special pleading at saka fallacies lang ginawa dito ng ating kaibigan. In reality, Mr. Worley was not really presenting any argument na magde-debunk sa pinaka-argument ko. Actually, isa pa sa punto inatake pa niya ako personally. Pero I was just thinking, if his belief is true, hindi na niya kailangan na yung tipo bagang mamimersonal pa. Mag-present siya ng evidence. That's it. Sabi pa, na-compile na daw niya lahat ng mga arguments ko, whatever, nakakatawa, whatever. What do you mean? Teka ha, isampulan natin. Paano niya may papaliwanag to? Some people suggest that the author or compiler of the Quran may have been influenced by these groups and simply incorporated heresy into the text of the Quran. Ayan monarchists believe that God had no children na siyang nakasaad sa Quran. Ayan Docetists. The Docetists believe that Jesus did not die. Tapos halata sa Surah chapter 4, 157. Monophysites, Coloridian, yung mga sektang yan na mayroong napakataas na view kay Maria, na also known as Mariolatry. At nakasama dun si Maria dun sa so-called Trinity na yan na nakaulat sa Surah 5:116. Paano naman yung mga Nestorians naman? They believe that Jesus was only a God-chosen human na siyang naka-echo sa mga suras na nakikita nyo yan. Surah 3 verse 42 to 48 and the rest of it. Could it be that these are the sources for the stories of Jesus in the Quran, all of which are at odds to the biblical account and written much later than the canonical gospel accounts? Bukod pa dito, yung mga apocryphal influence din, na kung saan karamihan sa mga story ni Isa ng Quran, halimbawa na lamang concerning sa infancy and area of his life, ay tila baga ay galing sa apocryphal influence. For example na lang, si Maria, si Imran at si Zacarias, na kung saan in Surah chapter 3 verse 35 to 37, we find the story concerning Mary, her father Imran, and the priest Zechariah. After reading the passage from the Quran, notice the similarities between the Quranic story and that's found in a spurious gospel account from the Proto-Evangelion of James the Lesser, which is the isulat ng 2nd century AD, at ito ay isang pabula. At ng Proto-Evangelion of James the Lesser kasi, hindi po siya canonical kasi bukod sa hindi ito nakabase sa eyewitness testimony, lumalabas na ito ay, so to speak, alamat lang, pabula. Okay, tingnan nyo mabuti. Ikumpara nyo yung Surah chapter 3, 35 to 37 doon sa account na yan. You could see it for yourselves, mga kapatid. You could see it for yourselves. And I will ask everyone here, meron tayong evidence na nagpapatunay dyan. The question is, kung sinasabing ng ating kaibigan na kasinungalingan to, aba, i-present mo yan. Present it. Present it based on evidence, not just assumption. Kitang-kita naman, oh. Oh, ito pa. Palm tree. Yung si Isa ay isinilang ni Miriam sa lilim ng palm tree, which is nakakagulat. Ito ay galing sa The Arabic Gospel of the Infancy of Jesus Christ. Na yun pala, isa rin ito sa mga apocryphal na pabula. Pansinin niyong mabuti. It's almost the same. Tama pong yung napabasa dyan, oh. And besides, dito pa lamang sa inyong napapansin ngayon, kitang-kita naman, oh, sa kabila, sa Surah chapter 19, sinasabi na, ayun, nasa ilalim daw ng palm tree nung isinilang ni Miriam si Isa. Pero sa Arabic Infancy Gospel, ganun din. Palm tree, oh. Tapos sasabihin, kasinungalingan daw yun. Really? Say the evidence for yourself, Mr. Warley. Also, gusto kong i-pinpoint lang, on that more than 30-minute video na kanyang ginawa, naghintay tayo ng kanyang presentation na nagpapatunay na ang isa ng Quran ay talagang nag-exist. Pero wala eh. Ang ironic lang, puro siya banggit about Bible, tapos sasabihan niya ako na Marites. Ano yun? Sasabihan na hindi ko raw alam kung saan napunta yung argument na aking nagtukoy. O baka hindi lamang siya nakinig. Wala. Siguro if we will go on to have a dialogue like this, at yamang wala na siyang excuse dahil gumawa siya ng kanyang video na ito, I will go on to challenge him again for this kind of dialogue, to present his case if the Isa of the Quran really exists. Please lang, Mr. Warley, if you're listening, and I know you're listening, next time, pag gumawa ka ng video, mag-present ka naman ng iyong case, mga evidence na nagpapatunay doon. Hindi lang puro ka rant, hindi yun nakakatulong sa case mo, promise. Bukod dyan, paano marites ka dyan eh? Wala ka namang naipresenta na evidence. Tsaka, bukod dito, anong klaseng argument yan? Sa totoo lang, when I listen to his video, sa totoo lang, actually, hindi ko lang alam kung nakikinig ba ako ng maalaala mo kaya o magpakailanman ng GMA, I mean, but, paano kwentong barbero? Paano marites? Asan ang evidence mo? Wala eh. Paulit-ulit lang talaga siya. Sorry. He was just repeating himself. He was just repeating, accusing me many things instead of focusing on the main arguments that I gave. He was not really presenting any evidence at all. Marites daw. Anong kinalaman ni Marites dyan? Kwentong barbero baka mo. Tapos, ako pang turuan mo. Teach yourself, my friend. Teach yourself. Because most of your arguments were not even based on what your holy book teaches and what are those evidence. Paano pa kaya kung atheist yung nakaharap mo? What will you do? Sabihin mo ba yung parehong sinabi mo sa akin na puro personal attacks lang? Whether in written form or even in the video? O ito, dagdagan pa natin. yung pagsasalita daw ni Jesus kahit tong baby raw siya, na kung saan kinuha lang pala doon sa the first gospel of the infancy of Jesus Christ and also the Arabic gospel. Ay check nyo. Sa Surah 19, nagsalita daw itong si Isa na baby pa lang. Samantala, ganun din sa naturang apocryphal account na kung saan nagsalita daw si Jesus kahit baby. Take note, itong kabila yung the first gospel of the infancy of Jesus, ito ay apocryphal account din. Hindi ito sulatin ng mga eyewitness ng first century. Tapos dagdagan pa natin ng iba pa. Actually, sa totoo lang, ito pa yung kanina nabanggit natin yung Nestorians, Monarchists, Docetists, whatever, sectarian influences po mga yan. What is my point here? Doon pa lamang sa unang part ng kanyang video, Mr. Warley was just attacking me personally. That's all he can do. Why? What did I said to this man? Magpresenta siya ng arguments, magpresenta siya ng positive evidence na mayroong isa ng Quran na nag-exist, o yung isa na yan ay ang talagang tunay na Jesus na nag-exist ng 1st century. Pero puro kasabi-sabi na, itong peking pastor na ito, makikita mo kung gaano siya kasinungaling at pangit at ugali. Sorry. Pero dun sa mga kapwa Muslim, sa mga kapwa niya Muslim apologists na nakikinig po ngayon, ito po ang aking masasabi. This kind of attack is not even touch the surface of the arguments that I gave. Never. He was not even dealing with the main point that I already gave. Kung mali yung presentation na aking naibigay, prove it. Not just saying that I'm lying or whatever. Ano ngayon kung in-screenshot mo? Hindi naman yan patunay na tama ang iyong paniniwala, kaibigan. Sabihan mo pa ako na makikita mo kung gaano kabungos ang apologist na to. Alam mo, Mr. Warley, if we will have a dialogue like this and you will say the same words that you have given in the said video, you are not really defending your own belief. You are not really giving evidence. Pasasaan ba yung page mong yan na ang tangi palang layunin manira lang? Actually, when you said that I'm just nanihira or whatever, well, it is you who are doing it, not me. Pambihira, kwentong barbero lang yatang narinig ko sa buong 30-minute video mo. Sabi pa niya, direkta pa siya nagsalita na hayop daw ako. At ang kanyang rason kung bakit, because of blocking, deleting the comments, whatever. Alam nyo kasi, kung nakikita ko na wala ng sense ito, nakausap or whatever, I was just ignoring it or maybe erasing it. Why? Kasi nakikita ko lang ginagawa na lamang parang away ng ang huli Actually, yan ang ginagawa nito. Yan ang ginagawa niya sa buong 30-minute video niya. He was not really exposing the arguments. He was not really refuting any argument that I gave. He never. Saan ka ko yung evidence niya dyan? None. Wala. Puro na lamang siya, you know what I mean? Tapos nag-challenge pa siya. Napatunayan ko daw na mayroon daw 3 Jesus ng Bible. Walang ganun. Assumption mo yun. There's only one Jesus in the Bible, and the Jesus that we are talking about is the Jesus who died on the cross for our sins and rose again from the dead, the one who claimed to be the way and the truth and the life, the one who claimed to be the Son of God. Kahit pa mismong mga evidence na to, kahit yung mga lumala, mga critics against Christianity, they recognize na yung mga unang Kristiyano noong first century, they treated Jesus as if He is God. That He can do miracles. That He died on the cross and rose again from the dead on the third day. O ito pa, kahit si Josephus, kahit yung sulatin sa Talmud, yung Sanhedrin 43a. Take note, mga sources to outside New Testament. Tapos sasabihin mo, kung hindi ko raw alam, ituturo mo sa akin. It is you who must have some research, my friend. Study it to yourself. At bukod pa dyan, nag-quote ka sa Quran, tapos sasabihin, napakalinaw ng sinasabi ng Quran. Actually, circular reasoning po yun. Circular reasoning. Paikot lang yung gawain niya. So, parang naisip ko, is this the only way he can present the evidence that this kind of Isa really exists? Is by means of quoting a certain book? Then sasabihin, malinaw? Sa totoo lang, I would like to end this up by this. What he did in the entire video, actually, pinanood ko nga uli bago itong 2 times tapos 3 times yun, pero hindi ko na ulitin. Panoorin nyo na lamang. Yung link andun sa description. Doon nyo po mapapansin na hindi naman talaga niya na-refute ang aking mga arguments at all. Well, for sure, what could I go on to say something here? Simple lang. If you'll make another video for allegedly exposing the arguments that I gave last time, well, ito lang suggest ko sa'yo. Wag na. Wag na lang. Kasi, you're not really dealing with the main issue. You're just making accusations, red herrings, personal attacks. To be honest with you, my friends, I don't like that kind of attitude. At saka, I was just ignoring it at all. Why? Kasi kung hindi naman pala makakapagbigay ng evidence concerning to this, and then he went on to attack like what he did, he was not really responding based on what it is. Kung anong talang topic. I don't know if this will be the first and last video that I will make concerning to this man and his arguments. Actually, yung mga arguments, hindi naman talaga arguments yun. Wala. Kwentong barbero. Yun lang. Tapos, kanina, bago lahat, actually, I have written my initial analysis on his video. Tapos kung ano nung sinasabi niya laban sa akin. Hindi sa mismong argument. Kaya minsan, yung point dito ng scripture na sinasabi na iwasan yung mga walang kwentang pagtatalo. At sinabi pa ng Lord na huwag itapon ng perlas sa putik kung saan andun yung mga baboy. It only makes sense. Why? Kasi if the said person is just there because he has hostility against Christianity, ano yun? Diba? You know what? Ito lang yung masasabi ko ngayon kay Mr. Warley. Here is my challenge right now. Let's have a live dialogue here. And Sir Jordan will be the moderator of the said discussion. wala po itong kinalaman sa kung ano yung mga naging dialogue dati. Take note, I'm still studying. And even the Bible declares that we need to test everything. Sabi nga ng Lord sa Isaiah chapter 1, come, let us reason together. Yung mga taga-Berea nga, they were being commended as double-minded. Bakit? Hindi lamang sila'y nakinig lang, bagkus they examine the scriptures daily to see where those things were so. And that's I'm still doing it until today. But for you, if you think that the Isa of the Quran really existed, and if you think that this Isa is the true Jesus who lived on the first century, prove it. Present it. But if you will repeat this kind of video that you have done here, well, you're not dealing with the main issue. And to all my friends who are listening, if you want to watch his 30-minute video, spoilers lang, sayang lang yung 30 minutes nyo. Bakit? Kasi wala siyang naipakita na evidence outside his book that the Isa of the Quran really existed. What he did? Trash talks na lang. I mean, totoo naman yun trash talks. Andun yung pagiging kalmado niya, pero ayoko na lang ano pa. Basta you know what I mean for that. So then, you know what? Minsan, ito lang reflection ngayon. I understood concerning about dialogue, like what happened between me and Mr. Domer last year. And then in maybe 2 weeks from now, 2 or 3 weeks from now, to Mr. Sanchez. But this man, I'm talking about to Mr. Warley. Kung ganyan yung ipipresent na statements, you are not dealing with the main point at all. You are not dealing with the main issue at all. Isa pa, pasasan ba yan? Kundi puro na lamang parang away na lang Which is, ayoko ng ganun. Okay pa yung mga arguments na tulad ng mga nakaraang dialogue ko. Pero, if you will go on to ask me if he could able to defend his belief by presenting evidence and not just by means of trash talks and rants, I think if he will make another video like this, mag-present siya ng evidence. Pero I don't know for sure. Anyway, kung gusto nyo panoorin yung video na nagawa ko last time when I present evidence and compare it between the Jesus of the Bible and the Isa of the Quran, nasa description box din yung video na yon. And to all of my friends, whether you're Christian, atheist, or Muslim, or whoever you are, examine it to yourselves and you will see if Mr. Warley did a great job or he was just exposing his own words. Well, see you next time. And Lord willing, I hope mag-ano pa tayo ng mga ngayong mga discussions. Well, have a great day. God bless po sa lahat.